What's going on, guys? So, I know it's late. I know it's dark. When I get angry a lot. Okay? And a lot of it for me stems from when I was younger. I used to get bullied and beat up. And I had an uncle who was 4 years older than me, but twice the size of me. And, he would just do nasty shit. At the time, it was just I never wanted to be around him, but I always had to be around him because he was always the one responsible for watching me. So he would punch me, and I would always get hit a lot. Shot with blow dart guns, thrown, ninja throwing stars at me. Whack me with controllers, like really, really bad, like, big old bruises and welts and stuff, and hit with skateboards. So just all kinds of things. So I grew up a little bit rough. So I get angry. Now, it's kind of immature, but in a way it serves me. For me, it's become a tool over the years, When I get scared, I'll go straight to anger. If it's a high risk reward, I'm pretty calculated, but I'd rather go to anger if I'm afraid or if I'm scared or if I'm lonely, any of that. Because anger, a lot of it, for me, I connect it back to, I realized that this was my tool at a certain point, and it was because of, like, the movie Terminator. For some reason, it just clicked. In the movie Terminator, he holds the kid up or the girl or whatever, and they're in this big old gunfight battle, and he said, they're like, I can't do this, I'm gonna die here. And then Arnold just picks them up by their throat and pushes them against the wall and lifts them off their feet. And he said, fuck you, Arnold, and starts hitting them, and he's like, you're angry, that's useful. And I realized at that moment that every time I get angry, I just put my head down and I go to work, or I put my shields up and I go to battle. And I hustle and I get stuff. I get whatever problems were there. I got every motive, every reason to push into it and push against it until when I lift my head up again, it's gone. It's a non-issue. And so for me, that's a massive tool in my life. When I'm in a relationship and the person's just not acting right, or they're doing this and things are outside of my body, outside of my control, it's just, there's nothing I can do about it. How can I move forward? What's the next step? What's the next step? And so I gotta say that if you're like me, or in some ways you are, in some ways you aren't, the number one thing, and this might not happen to you until later on, I'm 29, but I've also done a lot of deep soul searching, and the content I watch are people who speak on these things, a lot of Elliot Hulse, and at a certain point you will begin to know yourself enough, and that's the biggest thing. So you got to know yourself, know your strengths, and know your weaknesses. But if you're like me and you do get mad and you do get angry and you do think that some can be harnessed as an instrument or as a tool to help you move forward, you also got to realize, when you're messing up. When is it time to apologize? When is it time to reflect? Because wisdom doesn't come with experience. I've met a lot of really dumb old men. Wisdom comes with experience plus reflection. You never learn anything if you don't reflect on your experiences. So, know yourself. I hope that helps. You can find me on Snapchat at ldizzle1990. Again, I'm an IT technician, so that's Lima Delta India Zebra Uniform Lima 1990. Peace.